What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to the Pyanodons mod suite. Today, we're going to finish this build here. All of our oil cracking, continued oil cracking, everything except, I think, medium oil, middle oil. And one step that we were still missing was how to get rid of the excess liquids here. And I'm just adding this. We had to add a single pipe between the overflow valve and the pump. And the pump has the condition, once it's wired up, to only run when the red signal is 0, and we set the red signal to 1 when we have 50,000 of everything that we care about. So coke oven gas, we just do a simple overflow valve into voiding it because it's not one of the main products. That is mostly there for hot air. Coal gas, we just stop because it's going to be made into other products as well. Refined natural gas, we have that set up. For naphtha, we have it set up. For heavy oil, we have it set up. And yeah, we keep 80,000 in here and then another 200,000 in here, which should be hopefully enough. And then also coke is being checked. If there's enough coke, only if there's enough coke, we'll stop because we're going to use that for power production. Tailings is just generally being voided if it's over 80% because, you know, it's part of the trash network. Petroleum is being voided. BTX is being voided. Coke oven gas is simply voided, like it all the time when it's over 80%. Refined natural gas, we have a switch. Naphtha, we have a switch now. Heavy oil, we have a switch, and that should be it. All right, let's copy it over and place it onto the map somewhere. I think we said here was a good spot somewhere, right? Let's put it here. We undelete this here. We create another one here. And let's just drive over there and set up a few Pi construction zone extenders so all the stuff that's in the way will be deconstructed so we don't lose stuff from the blueprint. As it happens when there's trees and stuff in the way and it doesn't get deconstructed quickly enough, it will just disappear, which is sad. And then next, we will do coke trash management because right now the whole factory is stopped because we have too much coke here. Or where is it? Here. That's not being removed from the trash network. So we're going to take a look at that as well. The other thing I was thinking is, do we put this coke on the trash network as well? Because this one could stop all of this production here, right? If we put that on the trash network, we will always pick up the coke from here no matter what, try to empty it. But that's going to generate a lot of train traffic, right? Because we produce up to 100 per second. So it's going to be a lot of trains constantly picking this up. But we might have to do it to ensure that, well, then again, all of this keeps running when there's not enough coke and we pick up the coke constantly. So that doesn't work then. So we have to see if we run full on coke and are not using enough coke and everything here stops, we need to consider a voiding solution down here. So let's not fill this space up here just yet for the sake of being able to add a voiding solution here if we have too much coke. But for now, the plan is to create a power plant, a coke power plant, and get rid of that coke that we have created immediately. And I missed my window to exit, didn't I? Yep. Too much yapping, not enough paying attention. You see already the robots swarming out and then having come back here to slowly make their way up there. But that can't be helped right now. They don't have intelligent pathing as in, you know, find a path that goes through the network. They just go direct line of sight. and then they try to make progress but go recharge somewhere. So yeah, it's going to take them a while to zigzag up here, but eventually they should make it. All right, oil place down. The first one's already scheduled. We're going to put down some construction extenders and then try to get all these things that we have here online. So the goal is to have every station up and running. We need to put at least 3 inserters per outloading warehouse there to consider it up and running. So we'll work on that today. I have on me 75 inserters, so it's not going to get us very far. So let's pick the most strategic ones and add wait condition passenger present so you don't run away right away. I'm going to put down these power poles that give us power manually. We can bring the construction zone extenders over more easily. And the music died. What happened there? Let's reload. There we go. Cannot reach. So I'm going to put the power poles through here all the way through the stations, and that makes it easier to get the construction zone extenders going. And we need them anyway, so the base robots have less work to do. I can't enable my personal roboport, personal roboport right now because it has all the inserters, the fast inserters on them, and it would just slap them down randomly, and we want to place them very strategically. So we'll have to let the base robots do all the work for now. Good, construction zone extenders. Where is the closest one? Oh, it's gonna be a while. How far up do you reach? You have to kind of put it in here so it reaches the rails as well. Gonna have to put one here. And then build the power poles for it. Yeah, this one is still not covered, so we even have to put one up here. How far up do we have to go? Almost up here. Yeah, we have to go all the way up here. Let's put one here, then work our way over. Oh, I only have 15 medium power poles left. That's not ideal. Let's see if we can put at least one more down. Whoopee. Yeah, we have to put it here. And then bring power from up here, which is gonna be close with the 12 power poles we have remaining. But we'll give it a try, and then I need to refill on power poles. That was not what I meant. This. There we go, this one has power now. And then one over here, but we probably don't have enough power poles to actually connect it. So that would be here. And I build it up here instead of further down, minimum to cover it. So we just have a consistent line to build them from. Put them down here. 2 more. I don't think we're gonna make it. It's gonna be tight. Nope, barely not. Yeah, we're missing 2 of them. We can't craft, we can't even craft small electric poles. If I cut down a few trees, we can. Oh yeah, it puts the logs immediately in the trash inventory. Oh, that's only 3 of them. Well, that's enough, I think, to get us there. Where are they? Here. There we go. So the first ones are down. We need to grab some power poles now and make sure the rest down here is covered. It looks like there's not too much in the way. There's a few trees in the way, but the rest looks good. We still do want to delete all the trees in here in this area, because they're ugly. They have no business in our factory. So let's remove them. The first one's already made it up here. Very good. And the first DDCs are already scheduled to be delivered. And the, what is it, compressors. Very good. So the build at which we, the speed at which we build is actually pretty nice. The 652 Pyanodons, construction bots, are doing their work. The 200 logistics bots, we don't need that much more, I think. And here, I think we also need an overflow check. Because we're not going to pick up high distillates, medium distillates, low distillates, condensates, and residual mixture at the same rate. So we need to come here and potentially have an overflow solution or put bigger tanks in front of it. Right now, we only have the 200K, which is fine. We don't need to store a ton of it. But we need an overflow solution for when these tanks are getting full. So it makes sense to have another bigger tank up front here, like we did with the medium oil cracking and stuff like that. Do we have lubricant coming in here? That's the other question. No, but we have lube here, so that's fine. Why is this not connected? This is an underground, right? Why are you not connecting? Oh, because this is an underground too? Well, that would explain it. And then we can remove these here. That input the fluids in our sandbox. There's a train out of fuel. Let me guess, it's our train. Yes, it's our train. Do we have any fuel on us? That is the next question. We're too far away. Of course we are. I don't know if I have any fuel on me, to be honest. Can't run on warmer stone bricks now. Okay, let's cut down some trees. Yeah, I don't have any coal on me either. So it's tree power train time. Then we need to refuel it. It would be nice if it would refuel by itself. We could give it a dedicated parking station to refuel it and get rid of the ash. How are you looking? Oh, I can't see any fuel either. Oh, I thought a sneeze was coming up, but it was tricking me. No sneeze. I could keep this as my dedicated parking spot and just bring in 2 provider chests and 2 active provider chests to remove the ash. Let's do that. Let's have 2 active provider chests and 2 requested chests, which we have. Save screwed me there. Oh, the range doesn't reach. Can I make no, I need intermetallics. We have them here in the base. Keep the 2. We actually have a lot of shafts now, so we should have gearboxes soon, but the gearboxes seem to be lacking. And yeah, it's loading everything. That's why it's a bit stuttery. Gearbox Mark 1. Why are you not working? Because you're out of shafts. I thought we had so many shafts. Yeah, the shafts is running. It has all the ingredients. It just takes a while, I guess. But that's good, at least. Gearboxes. Yeah, just missing shafts. As all the other materials. Good, just a production speed issue, which we can always look at later. All right, let's build a roboport. How many are in here? 3, okay. Completely running dry. We still have 539 fast inserters missing and 84 yellow inserters. Quite a bit. I mean, you're gonna request, I think, coke here. we have enough coke, and we're not getting it on the belt. We have coal somewhere here, right? Where is coal? That's the question. Because our coke belt probably doesn't look... Here's coal. Let's find where it ends. Here. And we just connect it all the way to the end and expose it, and then we use coal as fuel. Look at all these shafts that are coming up there. And we keep like 5 stack. That should be enough. So we request coal now. Let's request like 100. I know that's not enough for filling a train, but we shouldn't have to refill the train from scratch every time anyway. Then yellow inserters. This here. Then we build one here that uses a filter of ash to the active provider chest we have here, and we build the Roboport. Perfect. So we put it over here so it's out of the way of future stations. Of course I don't have these on me. You need power. Of course I don't have them on me. Oh, I need another inserter. Quickly now. There we go. And then let's get power poles, because we are missing those for... Oh, another blue inserter. Very nice. Thanks for the delivery. Now off to get power poles. A long way through the base again. But the power poles are like somewhere in the middle, so there's no shorter way to get to them. And even the crawdad is much faster, and it's much more dangerous to go through the base with the crawdad, because it will obliterate everything in its path. You have to be very careful. Now we can remove the highlight of the coal lane. So where are my power poles? Should be here, right? Here? Here they are. Perfect. Let's get that many. Sounds like a good amount. What is that, 200? Yeah. Still have one small electric pole left. I don't know if we ever recover from our debt of fast inserters. That's why I request 100 to my personal inventory every time. And I think we may... Well, let's first set up the construction zone extenders up there. And then we may build the coke trash storage first. Speaking of, for the shale oil, for the heavy oil out of shale oil, we should set the priority to higher. Let's put a constant combinator there and set priority to 5 for these and connected, because it's more important to pick up this heavy oil and light oil than the other one and the condensates. Actually, we have condensates here. Are we requesting condensates up here? Was that... Yeah, so condensates are requested here. So we also put the priority for condensates higher here. And we set station priority is 5. It will affect lubricant too, but we don't have that much lubricant that we consume here, so it doesn't really matter. Is this one ready to go? 3, 3, 3, 3. So we can actually put this one on the... It's already on the trash network. It'll output ash. Perfect. These aren't enabled. And these are enabled. Very good. Good, let's head back. Hey, Invert Nest, what am I doing? I'm playing a Pyanodons mods, the biggest mod pack for Factorio right now. We just built our cracking of, I can show you here, cracking of high distillates, low distillates, condensates, and residual mixture into all of these products and a bunch of coke. That's being built right now. And we're going to set up the construction zone extender so all of this is covered by robots so they can get to work building all of that. How are you doing today? Oh, because he's still out of... it should be in the network any second now. Now, how much fuel do you have? You have pretty much no fuel, so let's grab some fuel manually. We probably can grab some of the raw coal that's in our storage boxes down here. Yeah, there's a bunch here. Let's go grab it. Oh, you have never played Factorio? Well, Factorio is a logistics game, and pretty much you start with... Where's a good example? Let's start with something simple. Let's say you want to make these ceramic capacitors, and you have two inputs, the ceramic and the tin plate, and you get ceramic capacitors as output. Use inserters to put it on belts. Those are kind of your early game means of transportation for these. And the whole game is pretty much chains of these inputs in buildings to outputs. And then when you make it more complicated in the end, for example, the chip shooter machine takes all these ingredients and makes simple circuit boards out of it, which is the first circuit boards you get. This is like the most complex mod for Factorio, or the longest mod. So if you want to play Factorio, it won't be as complicated by a long shot. It's a much simpler process. But yeah, this is the biggest mod in Factorio, and we're now 175 hours in, and this is how our base looks. It's already quite big. But the entire mod probably takes like, 10 times as long, or like 1,000 hours or something like that. So it's gonna be a while till we're done with this, but I hope you enjoy your stay anyway. And you enjoy me building the factory here. Oh my god, where are they bringing the ash? That is my question. Bring it here, please. And yeah, our robots here, these are logistics robots. They do everything when it comes to requesting and delivering items. And then our construction robots here are responsible for building structures. So I have a blueprint up here that tells the robots what to build. And then now the construction robots will come up here and place all these buildings for me. All right, we're gonna head out with the train up here and build more construction towers so the range of the coverage of the construction robots is increased so they can build all of that for me. Right now, they pretty much only see what is not in the shadow. Right, let's go on the train ride. How's your day going, Nest? Hope you're having a good day. I finally slept really well tonight. Got like 8-9 hours of sleep. Feel much better than the last 2 days where I got like, I don't know, 3 to 5. So who would have thought that enough sleep makes you feel not tired? I know, rocket science, right? And the green area here that you can see is the range of the construction robots. So we're gonna place it so... Oh, you're developing a game. That's awesome. What game is it? Like, what type of game is it? You have power now. Perfect. We still need one down here and one over here. See how far we can go. We can go to here. Let's put it down. Mark the location. Low poly adventure nature game where you basically catch insects in a large map and create like terrariums for them. Started like 2 weeks ago. That sounds awesome. Good luck with that. You making it in Unity, Unreal Engine, or like something else? U5, nice. Yeah, U5 is pretty cool. I've only worked a little bit with it. Cameron Kidd, one of my watchers, I don't know if he's here lurking. He wants to get into UE5 as well and do some mocap with it. So that's pretty cool too, that you can do that with, I think, MetaHuman. Actually, we move you up here so we have space to build down here. Don't have to bring power for ages. Have you built something before in UE5? Or is that your first game gonna make in UE5? Oh, really? Four years? Awesome, that's cool. You're a pro. Do we have power here? Yeah, we have power here. Perfect. So all of this is set up now. It should at least remove all the trees and garbage that's in the way of the blueprint, so our blueprint shouldn't disappear anymore. And over time, this should be built. Now, shale oil, I think I set the priorities. This has been delivered now. Yeah, both on the A network. Good. What's the end goal of it? So in normal Factorio, in the base game, the end goal was you launch a rocket to space, and that's how you win. And then the DLC came out, and then the game expanded into space, so you could go to different planets. So then the end goal became that you go to like, how's it called? Like, you know, a desolate, exploded planet, so to say, and you get research on the way there, and then you research, you know, that the shards of that planet, so to say, give you research, and you research basically the final goal. And Pyanodons has an enormous research tree. Like Factorio is maybe this much. Like when I scroll, you know, maybe that is all of Factorio. This is maybe Space Age, and then Pyanodon just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going and keeps going. The green ones are the ones I already researched, and the red ones are that I still have to research. And at the very end, there's a research called Pyrrhic Victory. Research this technology to win the game. Did you do it? Yes. What did it cost? Everything. So yeah, the end goal of this is to research this last technology, and these are all the different science packs you need to make to complete it. We are here right now at the logistics science pack. So you see we have a long way to go to get through all of these science packs to research the final technology. So right now, let's go to manual. I want to figure out which stations haven't been set up yet. I think these ones are pretty much built, so we can bring them online. A few more oil burners, and the electric burner was completely removed. Okay, let's fix this. Let's go there. Park the train in the middle of it. Block everybody. Let's do some landfilling here and bring in the electric boiler. Do I still have that blueprint? Yes, here. Yeah, this one didn't have the electric boiler anymore. So let's just put a ghost here. We are making them. Electric boiler. Yeah, put that one here. And water. More landfill we need. Water comes up here, and that should give us the kickstarting one. And we also can put a overflow valve here. Is it like a sandbox mode or something, or is it just one mode like you're playing? So I have a mod that gives you a sandbox to play in, so you can actually run it and see if you have any errors and stuff like that. But that's a mod. Normally the game is quote unquote, let's call it survival mode, and that's like the one mode everybody plays in, and that's what Factorio is known for. There are a few other modes, like I think there was like a tower defense or horde mode or something like that. Let's give it a look. But those are less played. Like the free play mode is really what people play. Then there's transport belt madness. Can you connect the chests without your head spinning? In every level there are input chests steel and output chests red. Your goal is to use transport belts to connect all these chests. So this is a little puzzle mode. Tight spot, use little space, limited resources, and a fixed amount of time. Buy land and machines and sell your final product. I've never seen this. This sounds interesting. So that's another challenge. Wave defense is where aliens come in waves and you have to defeat them. There is PvP, so you can have two different factions fight each other. Supply challenge, supply the production output objectives and build your factory to meet ever-increasing demand. That's kind of cool. Sandbox, this is creative mode. You can experiment with the game and build as you like. You build in God mode. You can also always enter the editor. It will disable achievements, but yeah, you can build as you feel. Rocket Rush, you start with all technologies unlocked. Choose your starting items carefully and try to launch a rocket as fast as possible. The free mode, free play, is you land on a planet with pretty much nothing. You crash landed your ship, and your goal is to launch a rocket. As it says, this is the intended way of playing Factorio. So you start with nothing. You have to research technologies. You have to automate all the things you need to eventually get to a rocket, and then successfully launch your first rocket. And with Space Age, your goal is then to go to space, to go to 4 other planets and colonize them, so to say, and get to, you know, the Shattered Planet to win the mission to win the game this way. So we want this from the mining network. And this is crude oil cracking input crude oil. Let's copy this. 3 trains. Someone coming here now. We should have crude oil. It's on the mining network. Have I enabled this station here? Yeah, mining network. Oh. Crude oil mine. Just call it that. And then this one is reading all the wrong things. Retrain contents have 3 as train limit, and then yeah, we should get our first delivery of crude oil any second now. High distillates and medium distillates we can enable now, which is on the A network. Don't do this. Retrain contents. This is crude oil cracking output high distillates and medium distillates. Retrains. Yeah, this one we have nothing in there, so it won't deliver anything at low distillates and condensates. Let's go on the A network. Low distillates and condensates. All this retrain content set to 3. Okay, we still need a voiding solution for these. So crude oil cracking we have set up, oil derivatives cracking we have set up, oil cracking voiding we have set up. Then we need, oh no, oil cracking voiding, yeah, that's what we need to work on. Coke central management is next, what's important, and then tin chromium plates for some of the cracking we need to do in the second step. Okay, this is set up, and here we have residual mixture and gasoline in on the A network. Well, if it's gasoline, we're missing a constant combinator. And we need gasoline minus 60K. And then fluid request threshold is 50K. Good. And then this one, output, let's do input first. Input gasoline and output residual mixture. And gasoline should be delivered now. Yep, gasoline's being delivered. We can check if this works now because we do have a little bit of residual mixture. So how the filters are set up, or the conditions are set up, if anything is smaller than 0, which means we're unloading, pump in from these ones. And if anything is greater than 0, which means we're loading, activate these pumps. So we can wait for this real quick. And then down here, what are we getting here? We're requesting ash. We have all inserters here. That is crazy that all of these got built. And we do this and input ash. We won't have anything here because we don't have any ash on the A network yet. But yeah. Fix this one. We don't have any pipes. Great. Don't need this. Good. Lubricant is working here too. Put down this one, remove the gasoline. And there it comes. And which ones are working? These are working. Perfect. It worked as intended. Good. I think we want some big storage units here. And then we need to do some voiding. Yeah, let's first put down these. That was low distillates. I guess we can just copy this here. Medium distillates. Let's landfill this. It won't fit. It actually does fit. Do this. High distillates. We're gonna do up here. And crude in we don't need. So what we want to do is connect all of these with the red wire. Wait, why did it not do it for condensates? Good, for gasoline we don't need it. And we set up the same as we did before with the voiding. All of these, and we just need a central. I think we also can put it on the red wire. We need one that decides on the when to stop. So we connect this red wire to here, and the output, let's put it here so it's clear. And so we have high distillates. High distillates is greater than 50K. And low distillates, or medium distillates, low distillates, it's greater than 50K. Medium distillates is greater than 50K. And where's the residual mixture? Is greater than 50K. And we AND all of these. Then we output the red signal to 1. This is all we have. High distillates, medium distillates, low distillates, condensates we still miss. And condensates. It's greater than 50K. We stop voiding everything, and then you need power as well. There we go. Oh, and we need to connect all of these pumps here. There we go. So that's the voiding for crude oil, which should be all we need. It's gonna void if these tanks are over 80%, but only if not everything here is over 50K. So halfway full. You're bringing... Okay, we're bringing more gasoline because the pipes swallowed a bit. So right now we have minus 60K. Are these not connected? Oh, they weren't connected. Now it shouldn't be minus 60K. Yeah, now it's 133K. Can you... you cannot afford another load. Before you pick it up, go back to depot. Because, yeah, it wasn't hooked up properly, which is bad. I wonder if that is in the blueprint. I have to check the blueprint now. If that's not hooked up. And it should delete everything else in the schedule. There you go. All right, which blueprint is this? This is the filling blueprint. Yeah, I know, I sent it there. And then there's crude oil. Perfect. Now let's check that blueprint. Was that 4? Fluid loading is connected. Fluid loading is connected. Fluid unloading. Fluid unloading doesn't have the red wire connected, but it doesn't need to. We don't do anything with the red wire. Where do we have the logic then? This one has the green wire connected. Fluid loading has it. Yeah, the red wire isn't connected here, so we need to fix this. Let's fix this annoying error here as well. And this was what? 4L fluid loading. So we're going to replace this blueprint with this one. And then for our fluid loading, do you have the same issue? Yes. You also fix this. And then replace your contents as well. Good, we finally fixed that. The stupid train depot wiring issue. And this should be set up now to be working. Very good. Oh, here is the steam. So fine. We don't need it here. Now I found it. Steam is full. We're gonna do an overflow valve here, so it doesn't run constantly and fill these ugly gaps here. No water in my factory. The lake's ugly. Good. This is set up and running. Just need to finish all of the buildings. Now, where to next? Lead plates is pretty much finished, so we can start that. And are all of these set up? Yep. This isn't set up. This should be... We still have a few left here. Solder is set up. For these, we need all of them. But this isn't that important. But we could just finish it for the sake of finishing it. And then first, though, tin plates. Let's drive over there. And you wait till passengers present. I said no. It's too late. Good. We're missing a lot of them here for the ore unloading. We have 2 here. 3. 3, 3. 3, and now 3. This is on the M network. You request what? Tin ore. How much do you stack? 50, 500,000, 2,000. Yep. But we want 2 train loads worth of stuff. Kind of confused. Why do you have to make the rail station again? You mean the blueprint one? So I have rail stations that are set up to be able to deliver 2 different fluids. So this one one train comes in, and based on what the controller here, so to say, says is requested, it either fills it with coke oven gas or coal gas. And for that, here again, this is missing, because if these 2 aren't connected, then the filters won't go to the other side. But it's important that these lanes are, these wires are both connected. Here they're connected. Here they're not connected. Oh no, yeah, they shouldn't be connected here. Yeah. Here they're not connected. And here they're not connected. So let's fix this before. how do you really go to space? You can launch a rocket, and if you have space age, you can build space platforms. So I can't show you this here because space age isn't installed for Pyanodons. Pyanodons isn't compatible with the DLC yet. But in vanilla Factorio, you launch a rocket, and that gets you to space, and then you win. In Space Age, you launch a rocket, and you launch a bunch of rockets to bring the material to your ship, so to say, your spaceship, and to build it. Then you fly with that one to another planet. You can drop your stuff on that planet, and you to launch more rockets from that planet to bring something back to your ship. And that is kind of the game loop for Space Age. So you will be launching a lot of rockets. Okay, tin ore. This is tin plates. Input tin ore. 3 trains. And we should have tin ore. There we go. Something's being delivered. Coke. The A network. Input coke. That should be borax. Yeah. On A. Input borax. 3 trains, please. Up to. We don't have borax, really? Should have borax. Are you missing? Yeah, we have tons of borax. Request only. 4K borax. Oh, because, yeah. Now it works. It's intelligent enough to know how the train configuration looks to be allowed to work with this. And yeah, this one was missing the inserter, so it said, you know, I don't know what train I should send if there's only an inserter for the first one and not for the second one. I almost forgot that. Like, this is actually more intelligent than I am right now. Good. Hot air. Input templates, input hot air. Let's allow up to 3 trains. That's coming. Stone and only stone. Provide only on the trash network, and this is templates, output stone. Which we should have now. So yeah, the problem is, again, inserters. We can remove the filter from these because it's only always stone. That's not what I wanted. Set filters, use filters. Because it's always stone, so now we can put the inserters in here in random order and they're still gonna work. So, stone on the trash network. Lead plates. Let's also remove the filter here. There we go. This is provide only on the A network. We don't need to leave one free. And this is output lead plates for 3 trains. Now we also have silver. Completely forgot that we do silver as well. The A network. Output silver. remove all the filters from it. It's good enough. Right, only on A. Yeah, that's good. Creosote and gasoline we request. No, we don't have -1. It's to minus 25k. We don't need that much. Input creosote and gasoline. On the A network. This one is blast. Okay, are there two? Yeah, there are 2 trains on the stop. One delivering gasoline and this one delivering creosote. Very good. And then lube is already set up. No, it's not. Okay. 3, and you're on the A network as well. And that should start delivering as well. How did we get lube here then? If it wasn't set up. Interesting. Why are you not delivering? We have 3,000 lube here? Oh, we do have a bunch of lube here. Good. All right. So this is set up now. We have borax, hot air. We should be making tin now. Why are you not moving? Oh, this is lead, not tin. Whoops. Happens. Yeah, that's not good. Full inventory. Not more tin. Oh well. Oh, steel chest, I do. Leave. Yeah, it should be lead, not tin. So we have to clean it up now. Whoopsie. Oh, we still haven't gotten rid of everything. There we go. Good, more cleanup. Yeah, I was wondering why nothing was working. I'm like, yeah, if you bring in the wrong ore, obviously nothing will be working. But oh well, we can fix this quickly, relatively quickly. At least, you know, the delivery worked. It even says here lead ore, not tin ore. Yeah, when you can read, you're clearly in the advantage. But yeah, we'll clean it up real quick. Speaking of cleaning up, I want these trees here and that garbage to be removed as well. All right, there we go. Now, lead ore. There is a delivery coming. Good. And bots. Yeah, we're still missing construction bots, but I still want this to be garbage free. So robots, please clean up all this garbage here. All right, I'm just gonna leave the tin ore here. And get my inventory back. Now you should start running. Right? I want to see it. Kick off. There we go. Good machines. All right. Lead plates has been started. We're still missing coke, so that's what we should do now. Really get that coke, central coke management going, because that's important. Let's head back for now. No, temporary. Permanently. And I'm gonna take a quick break to get some water. Don't go anywhere, be right back. we are back. And we ran out of fuel again, I see. Let's cut down a few emergency trees. And get this train going again. How embarrassing. On the way home, I run out of fuel. The train is stuck. Why are you stuck? What we're supposed to do? You want to pick up gasoline. Okay, we need to do that different. Okay, yeah, I know what to do. No, not you. You go to depot main. Yes. You have fuel. You get this as fuel. Why have you not delivered coal yet? Is it still not built? I had trash on me. Rubber. Where was coal? Here. It's built inserter at least. So we're not waiting for that. Yeah, it's further back. But okay. We're full on rock hole now. So we're good to go. Yeah, train's stuck. Should then switch to train. Return to the depot. Don't go again there. Yeah, you're going there again. Well, let's fix this. So what we need to do is we need to isolate the gasoline one from the input, and we should only let gasoline through if it's negative. Right? If it's positive, we don't want to let it go through because then that would signal to the train network that we can provide, which we don't do. So yeah, we need to isolate from here the wire going over there. And we need to put a decider combinator there. And I need to do that manually because we need to fix this right now. Because there's another train that just got stuck there. I don't know why it picks this one. It should pick the other one. And you stop here. Till passenger present. I know train's gonna get stuck. It's okay. All right, let's isolate the gasoline from this. Actually, how do we do this? And to remove the gasoline here. Yeah, add one here. Add a decider combinator. Remove this, and then you need to go home, sorry. What is on this network now? It's just, oh, we need to do it for both. No, this one's fine. This one is providing. Okay, so we bring in the green wire into here. We have gasoline at minus, let's do 50k. Yeah, 55k. When there's 5 left, go bring in a new train. Then we say each smaller than 0 output each. So this should be, yeah, so this is negative, and then we connect this over here and disconnect this one. So now on this network, we shouldn't have any gasoline present. It's only present when we request it. I mean, I could delete the 200k gasoline, but I'm like, nope. Right. Good, so that should fix the gasoline trying to be delivered issue here. Hey DSF, how you doing? I just had to give the kitty some scritches as well. They were very happy about it. And why did you leave? I thought I told you to not leave. All right, pick me up again. And now we really have to take care of the storage of coke, the trash network. You're busy at work, but doing good. I was pinging you in Discord for some quick anime, but neither you or Vix were available, it seems. But alas. Rariga, alas. Where was I? Waiting for the train. So we need to do the trash network for coke right now. And out here, when we have too much coke, we need to add 2 more stations for voiding the coke and adding it to the trash network. And then that should be fine. Good, you drive me home. Do we plan this here? We can plan it here. If we have enough space. Let's do it here. Yeah, I had to go somewhere for work today. I'm back home, but finishing stuff up. No, it's okay. It's okay. I know you hats. Now let's start from scratch. So we have 4R loading. And then here, we do input priority left. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, let's just delete all of this here in the middle so we have space to work. I see you're doing rail stuff. Yeah. Okay, so we bring these down here. So we made it to halfway through. Now we need to do this again for the remainder of them. Yeah, this one can be normal. This one needs an endpoint, this one needs an endpoint. So what we're doing here is say priority goes to filling these up for normal priority and a normal providing of coke. And if we have too much coke, we put it on the trash network here. And thank God I left enough space so we can actually squeeze that in. Almost. Tailings here, the 4 we bring down. And then the other 4 go... Oh, there were 2. Whoops. It's okay. Nothing a little belt manipulation can't deal with. There we go. We don't need these here. Good. Now let's copy this over. It's gonna undo my... No, none of the trains have been enabled yet, so that's fine. Unfortunate that it deletes one of these. We have to place it manually, I think. There's the state in the train. Let's fix that. Is this covered by logistics? Yes, barely. Good. What else did we delete? This one's fine. Like these rails. Come on, there you go. Good, that should work. Wait, what? Oh, it didn't replace the first part. Well, obviously because it's not set up properly. Duh. Could you stop doing that? Let me out. Questions present and passages not present, so it will stay indefinitely. That's how it's supposed to look like. I think this works. I think this looks good, yeah. All right, so trash network. Outlet enabled. So now we need to build the coke trash network, and I think we're gonna do 8 lanes as well, because this could potentially output 8 lanes of coke that we need to deal with. And then to void it, we're gonna throw it into a coal power plant, followed by just voiding it into steam. And we have to see how many of each we need for a full belt, and that's gonna be the build. There we go. Good. That is addressed then. Do these look right? No. Okay, these should be right. No, we will see. All right, let's head back to the train, go home. So mostly that we get fast inserters in our inventory, and then let's do the coke part. Tap, 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 tap. We're so slow. There's also sulfur here. We can still put a sulfur mine on here and then maybe build a station here. Remove this. We don't need that. Gasoline should be fixed now. And then let's drive home. Cool. Let's hop into our sandbox. And I think what we're going to do is we put the coke one here. There's space here. There's nothing in the way. So we're going to do another right exit. And let's do it so we can build freely to the bottom. So here somewhere. Because it might be a bigger build. What am I doing? This one, this one, this one. a single R. And then Coke. So we need lubricant. Let's bring that in first before I forget. Or R fluid unload. Okay, this is the wrong direction. Should be R L. There we go. How long have I played Factorio? I have right now 2,826 hours in Factorio. A lot of that with Pi, a bunch in Space Age. I think Space Age I played for like 250 hours or something like that. But yeah, it's a lot. So yeah, that's why I kind of, you know, it's not as difficult for me to anymore. Minus 3,000, we want lubricant. And we are gonna ignore this side here. We don't need it. We will get our power from the rails. Where is it? Here. Let's get lubricant in here. What's your most played game? Nest. A train is stuck. Creosote is connected. So the filter alone doesn't work. It needs to be enable disable. Interesting. Okay, learned something new today. Where are the stuck trains? Here. And then passenger present, so it doesn't throw us out. So what we need to do is we need to have a decider combinator similar to the other one that does enable disable based on if creosote is greater than 0 enable, if gasoline greater than 0 enable. Because the filter alone doesn't work because it doesn't even, like, the wrong pumps connect to it. So, okay. Good to know. Do I need to fix something in my blueprint now for that? Potentially. So let's fix this first and then let's adapt the blueprint. Rainbow train. I don't know why solder isn't going. Played Geometry Dash for a while, 455 hours, wow. But stopped when grinding an Extreme Demon because wanted to focus on game dev more. That makes sense. Did you build other games beforehand or did you work in the game studio? Or did you focus on learning it and this is your first game you're building? Okay, how do we do this? We do a cider combinator. Just a hobbyist? Got it. Okay, we can do... this with just connecting the pumps and have the logic on the pumps. This one enabled if, and then we output this to the red wire, and the red wire now has gasoline 47K. Enable disable if gasoline. You have made a bunch of projects before, finished or not? That's good. That's cool. Well, good luck on this game. Is greater than 0. And this one, if creosote is greater than 0. There we go. That fixed it. Okay, what is this? This is the unloading of multiple liquids. Yeah, we should adapt the blueprint to have the red wires. Fluid unloading. Let's do whatever. Oh, right, then it's no longer parameterized if I mess it up. Oh, well, whatever. No, the parameters should be staying when I do this, but what we need to do is connect these here. Connect this across, then output this onto the red wire. If we replace this, do these stay? Oh, I need to make it a parameter again. TempleOS? I think I heard of it. I haven't, but only like, I think the name rang a bell, but otherwise, not really. What's about it? What's it about? Go connect these and connect this to say output, and we can start with enable disable anything greater than 0. So that's the default setup. If anything greater than 0 on the red wire, it will be enabled, which means it works out of the box. And now if I replace this one, yeah, it should have the parameters still in there. And this works out of the box. So we need to fix this here as well. We do enable disable if anything greater than 0. Do that and place the blueprint. Requested fluid. Good. A whole operating system with a kernel, compiler, own programming language, and etc. made by one guy. Why? Wow. Just trying it out and everything. That's cool. That's pretty cool, yeah. I usually use Arch. If I use it nowadays, usually when I program, I just stick to Mac. If I don't need Linux, I had like my power user environment on Linux with a nice tiling window manager and stuff like that, but I haven't like actually done quote unquote hardcore programming, like when I really sit down and finish an entire project. So I'm just usually coding on my Mac right now. For what I am doing right now, it's fine. I don't need have you ever heard of Spacemax, the editor? It builds on top of Emacs, has VI mode, and has really cool mnemonic bindings for stuff. Like you do, let's say, space F with everything to do with files, and then S is save. So you press space FS to save, space F E to open, space F, you know, D to close the file or something like that. And it has really cool bindings. So, you know, everything is nicely grouped into these certain things. Look it up, spacemax.org, I think. I really liked it. But I mean, there is a plugin for VS Code to get the kind of mnemonic bindings as well. It's not as complete and adaptable as Spacemax, obviously, but you know, something to look at if you like that kind of stuff, maybe. All right, we do have for our unloading, we need to get Coke in. And then we have loading for our loading. We're loading it up. Let's see, we have 8 outcoming belts. I want to have 8 warehouses, really. How many are those? 8, perfect. And then we'll work with these. So the first thing that happens is, and we can leave this one, that's fine. I think we're going to do an 8x8 balancer and then bring them into the warehouses. Then we need another 8x8 balancer. It's gonna be tight. And line it here. Does that hit the middle? Yeah. Good. Downgrade it. Get these in. And these in. If I will point them the right way. Lubricant, right. So we want to have this kind of be here. There we go. Connect here. Connect here. Connect here. Connect them in between. There we go. Good. So these get coke from the trash network in. We do it 8x8 load balancer. We move this down a bit. And we use loaders to load them in. All right, we still need to connect them with lubricant, obviously. Turn in the right direction. Good, lubricant. Where is a good spot to get it from? Let's just go from here. And you pump the other way. And here we need one. In between. Now they all have lubricant. Good. So this is the input. Now we're gonna have 2 outputs. One on this side, one in the middle. And so the left one is for voiding. The right one is for outputting to the stations. Oh, actually, we need to do it the other way around. Start from this side. So station, station. Okay. And then the other ones are for voiding. We we also need an 8x8 balancer here, just to make sure we void them equally. And same here to make sure we distribute them equally to the outgoing stations. Good. Don't need these. Almost. Oh, it's gonna be tight. There we go. That's the 8x8 balancer for the outgoing, re-providing from the network here. And we will set priority. We don't need this, but we want priority set to 5. So it's picked up first from the trash network. Now, voiding. Actually, we do that before. I wish we could do it before. Can you be connected, enabled, disabled? Yes. So we do. Let's first just connect all of these. And you also want lubricant, of course. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do is we say coke stacks to 100. So 80,000 fit in there. So if... No, this one. If coke is greater than 79K, that's a full row, then we output this. Yeah, and this should read the contents. Perfect. Now let's look into YAFC, what it takes to get rid of one belt of coke. And I'm going to do minus 30, like 2 belts, because I want to do 2 things. First, let's do electricity. Actually, we don't need that. What do we need? We need a... we kind of have to go through electricity generation. We do that through a pressurized steam, and we make that molten salt. And we get the molten salt from a coal power plant, in which we use coke. I'll remove this. There we go, 30 per second. So we set a fixed building count of 7.5. And then we set... we need it again. Here we're going to use a high pressure one, but this one, steam engine. 250 degrees, and we make it via a boiler. And we use coke for that. Don't need this anymore. 15 per second. So we need 21 boilers to get rid of a full belt that we're just gonna void. But before, we're gonna run it past 8 coal power plants to get as much value out of it in terms of energy generation, and then both produce 15 ash per second. So 8 coal power plants, 21 boilers. Let's do coal power plant. Oh, they're quite big. Oh, how many turbines do they feed? 2 turbines. And 2 heat exchangers. Okay. Per. And then you take 2 per second in coal. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2 out. So we need another one for ash here at, quite a volume. Do we do 2 of them or 1 of them? Yeah, we're gonna have 8 belts of ash coming out too if we void everything, so we need 2 stations. We shouldn't ever have to void 8 belts of coke, I would very much hope, but it is what is a potential. And kickstarting this will be a pain too, because we need to provide a bunch of molten salt that is cold. A train is stuck. You're trying to pick up gasoline again, let me guess. No, you're stuck because of my train. Fine. Drive back, it's okay. Oh, maybe it went back there. Yeah, it's fine. We're building things. I mean, I kind of want to be back there, but whatever. Where were we building? Up here. Good, so 8 power plants per. There's potential for a lot of power, but this is unreliable power. Because this is just for voiding, but we might as well take advantage of it. And let's do this. And we need power. These connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we run the ash downwards too, and that is a huge build. Space-wise. And what a banger song. Nope, 1 off. Whoops. Good. Molten salt into ash. Good. Does that fit in here? Absolutely not. Three, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. And we probably have to, we don't have to move it down, I hope. We might have to. let's see. We can go across here. It's a bit of a mess, but it's okay. Good. What a ginormous thing here. Good. Ash needs to be brought back together here. So that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, these are all the ash belts. I'm gonna do an 8x8 balancer again to make sure they all end up equally distributed, and then send this up here. We don't need these splitters here. So let's remove them. There we go. So this is ash, hopefully taken care of. We also need to connect power. And we need to connect the loop. All right, and they're all flowing. Good. Power. We haven't even connected the very first one. Go here. Good, that's connected. Now after this, actually we need to continue, because whatever isn't picked up here, whatever isn't picked up here, we need 20 boilers for that to get rid of it. And this can actually share the same ash belt, because the maximum is 15 for this entire belt. And we need a yellow inserter. And a yellow inserter for the ash. Actually, we can do a long hand inserter. Go up. These go over here first and foremost. And then one of these inserts on the inside. Yeah, and then we have pipes going here. Haha, that doesn't cover the inside one. Okay. Good. Now this 10 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20. We need 21. Let's add one more here. Cut it off. Good, that should get rid of everything. We still need water. You're happy with water now, I hope. Yep. And the steam... Oh, we still have to connect these as well. So that's going to be fun. Very fun. Do we move all of that down by a few? Yeah, up here there's not much more space either. Maybe we can put one here. And the second one... Yeah, the second one's going to be a pain. We can do the hot on top, though. I think. Yeah. That should work out for all of them. And they should be all connected now. Perfect. Now we need to put the tops on these. Good. So the hot one is here. We need to get now 2 heat exchangers. Off by 1, I think. And we make hot steam out of it. So this one needs, is this compressed water? Pressurized water, okay. So we need a pressure pump that makes pressurized water. And then one of these to get the water in. Then the hot salt goes here. The steam comes out this way, which goes into a turbine. I think it's the high pressure steam turbine. So we can just put one here and one here. Need to connect the power network to them. And it even reaches, perfect. There we go. And we need to get rid of the cold molten salt. And can probably do that here. So the cold molten salt goes here, and then we kind of want to get rid of it. Well, not get rid of it, connected. They're off. Are the last 2 off? They are, whatever. Can't be bothered to fix it now. Well. Happens. I hope all the piping and everything works. I'm not gonna test it too much. Yeah, that one works. Oh, we actually are down here anyway. I just hope the piping works. Famous last words, I know. And put these down. Good. So the cold molten salt should be hooked up now. And we merge this, and that should be all we need. We need another power pole down here. Now, you go here. Don't do that, or you interrupt the flow. We don't need these two. Oh, does it actually work? I think it works. Very good. You don't reach? That's annoying. Let's remove these and move them further down. Yeah, this is a little too tight. There we go. Remove these. So with these now, okay, it almost works. We have to check. This one we kind of need to. Oh no, this actually reaches. Perfect. Here we need to terminate early and hop across. Okay, this one merges in here. I have to remove all of these to merge them back in here, which is kind of annoying. But what you gonna do? Almost. I have to manually remove them. It's almost like working on the main belt again. On the bus. Undergrounding all of this. To access what is on the bus. Here we need to make it a little tighter because we need to bring one other belt back. The one that goes in here that comes out here. So we need to somehow squeeze that one through here. And hopefully that's enough space. Looks like it. There we go. Whew. That was work. There we go. Okay, is that everything? We can cut like a belt down here. Still a little annoyed that it's not lined up, but I'm not going to redo everything because we're off by one here. Nobody noticed this, right? We're off like all the time. We have a stair step here. No, here we're fine. And here we do one step up. Oh well, happens. Good, is this all? No, we need some power over here. You have water, and the pipe should be connected, I hope. All of you are missing power as well, and then down here we miss power as well. Connect power down here across. All right, so everybody have power now. Everybody happy, and these should be generating a bunch of power. How much is that? That is 554 megawatts if we're voiding 8 belts. I think this looks good. Let's name it so we understand what the hell is going on here. Coke in, coke in. Coke out, ash out, ash out. And I'm on a different site now. I'm not very consistent. Okay, that looks good. Don't need this one. What a build, Jesus. A monster. And kickstarting that means we're gonna drive there, bring in the cold one here, so we kind of can connect it up here, fill it up, and we may have to come back once it's running to fill it up again, because the buffers... No, it should buffer. So we have to see once it's actually running, but let's go now and copy this, put it down on the map. What is in the way here? Power poles and a radar maybe? Yeah, let's put it down here. What are we deleting? A signal. That's fine. Okay, let's drive back up there. Oh, we're still up here. Perfect. We actually made some silver already. Very nice. Where are the lead plates? No, 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 no. You don't do that. Hey, Simon. What I just did is... What we finished up is cracking the crude oil into the low, medium, and high distillates and condensates. Started building, cracking the next stage of these distillates, everything but the medium distillates, because I don't have... well, I'm right now researching light oil processing to get the strip distillates, which will be up next. And then I built a coke voiding setup here where all the coke that is produced from the residual mixture is provided to the network, but once this one should run full, we have a trash network for coke that stores it, redistributes it, and if not, it tries to make power, and if it can't do that, it just voids it. Speaking of voiding, I am missing these. I need to put them down in the real world, not in the editor. Yeah, but the difference is that it's not guaranteed that these are running. So I'm trying to make power first before I void the coke. And the plan is to have a coke power plant, so that's not like always running. So we have a stable like 500 megawatts or something of coke power. But should we, not use the full power and coke keeps accumulating, we try one last time to make power out of it and then void it. If that makes sense. Oh, I'm too far to the left. There we go. We built it like in a forest. Yuck. Yeah, so that's how I'm dealing with it right now. Okay, can we bring these over here? We already have it till up here. Perfect. If you really need to void it, there's a recipe to convert to coal gas, tar, and ash. It might be worth it, but I already built it. I'm kind of exhausted today already, so I'm gonna leave it with just trying to make power one last time and then being done with it. Let's get some power in here. And then the other thing I was working on, just actually connecting all the stations we built up to the train network, so we are actually going live with them. No, we're not gonna deconstruct this rail, please. There we go. We should have power now. Yeah, you do have power. Need another one over here. Oh, and one up there. Cannot reach. How's your playthrough going? Where are you right now? I'm like at episode 70 of your playthrough, slowly catching up. I can't wait till you get to trains and see how you convert to rails. Yeah, the rail stations are extremely big. But they can in theory support 3 trains, but yeah. The rail stations are really big compared to the builds that they supply. But yeah, given we have unlimited space, I kind of like the look of them. So I'll go with that. Break today, didn't manage to record an episode shortly before Logiscience. Nice. Cool. So I'm still ahead, you're saying. But yeah, I'm playing way more than you are. And you're in 100% hard, 100% science modifier, pi heart mode. So you're keeping up pretty well, given you have that massive science multiplier. Good, let's go down here. $7 hours? Yeah, your research takes so long. Do you have to like let it run idle yet, or did you always have to have something to do while you're waiting for research? Yeah, finally faster running. Okay, map. Tell me how much we're missing. We're just missing a little bit down here. That's okay. I have so much to do. Now I'm starting the huge rail transition, and there are a few parts on the bus that I need to scale. I can't wait to see your rail transition. Like, I'm really excited to see how you're doing that. Because I think like I'm struggling with that rail transition here. Like, it takes so many resources to transition, and I don't think I did it in a like optimal way. So that's why I'm looking forward to see how you're solving that. Currently 3 per minute pi1, 6 per minute auto, targeting 2 per minute logi. Nice. 4 per minute pi1 and 6 per minute auto. So I need some scaling of pi1. Cool. Yeah, looking forward to seeing that. Pi overbuilding? Yeah. I do tend to overbuild as well. Or you mean I overbuilt and that's why I'm struggling with the transition? Yeah. True, true. Wait, you have no power? No, you don't have power. There you go. Oh, it's gonna be a pain to squeeze them in here. So we do have a little hole in here, so we need to squeeze some underground belts to make space. Rail transition was a pain. The amount of trains needed for my scale is absurd. It's over 200 duralumin per 1 to 2 train. Wow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Okay, power. Oh my god, I hate placing power poles in this mess. Like I really felt that comment that you said when you're happy you no longer like quote-unquote speedrunning it, you can take your time. Because I would have gone mad like hemp building at this scale, and then you have to like go fast as well. I'm still impressed you hemp built all of that. It is a crazy amount of builds you have to do. I had 4 chests, 20 slots each of duralumin stored away at some point, but it all went into the sushi mall in the first train somehow. Yeah, it's gone really quickly. I was struggling a bit with duralumin a while too, but now it's stabilized, which I'm very happy about. You're not connected. Why? Oh, I guess this in general isn't connected. Are you now connected? Still has no power, excuse me. Where were we led astray again? You should have power, right? Yep. There we go. How are you missing power? I'm confused. How are you missing power when you're connected? Oh, what? It was just ghosted connected? I guess because this one connected. Yeah. There we go. All right, but with this build, I shall leave you all alone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for chatting. Especially, sorry I'm ending so soon after you showed up, Simon. But yeah, it gives me more time to catch up on your videos. Today we added coal voiding to our big coal production and central coal management or coke management. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Oh, yeah, sorry, I have to leave already. There are still trees left. You can't leave now. Yeah, so many trees. I don't want to turn on my robots because they have the fast inserters, and I need to place them strategically. I'm doing right now 3 per warehouse so I can get the station started, because we're still like, you know, I think it's about 700 fast inserters behind. So I just put like 3 down, so half of them or less than half of them per warehouse. So I can get the station up and running. And then, yeah, for things like ash and stuff, I haven't even done yet because we don't have central ash management yet. But coke is necessary because half the factory is stopped because we have too much coke down here. We're producing tar. Our coke is full and we didn't have a trash network for coke yet. But here you can see the robots hard at work. So thank you all for watching. I will stream again tomorrow. Don't know what time yet, probably similar time to today, maybe a bit later. But thanks for being here and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.